welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time and coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having me.
having us.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I guess the first question I'm going to start asking right off the bat is: you guys have a a new game out, and can you tell us about the game and how it was made and what in inspired it?
Sure. Sven, you want me to take this one?
Go for it.
Yeah, so about like 15 months ago, so Spencer's birthday's in August. So August, not this past one, but the year before, Spencer came down for his birthday. I live in Florida, he lives in Montreal, and we are big card players, and we were hanging at the pool during the day, and then we're going to go out at night. We're like, all right, let's pass the time and play a card game. So we're both casual blackjack players.
Oh,
Um,
no.
yeah, but the issue with blackjack, if you're not in the casino, is that the house always has the advantage, right? So if you're playing
Sure.
heads up blackjack with your buddies, it's like, okay, it's not that much fun because you know if the house is going to win the majority of the time. So we looked at each other, we just started like introducing rules, right, to make it a little bit more competitive and a little bit wilder, right? So the first rule, we were like, all right, let's do it where we take turns being the house. We're like, all right, let's see if we do it where you don't see my cards and I don't see your cards. Next thing you know, we started improvising it where we added a little bit of like poker aspect and elements where you could free bet and kind of up the ante and raise the stakes. Um, so then that night we ended up going to the casino and actually played real blackjack. And while we're at the table that night, we're looking at each other the entire time. We're like, we had so much more fun playing our game. Blackjack's great, but the game that we just created is wilder. Uh, we went back that night, played again. The next day we hung at the pool, played for like 7 hours straight. Um, and we just kept creating more rules and improvising on it. Um, and then within about 2 months after that, we had a demo deck made and kind of just been running with it since.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to playing the game because I heard all about the game and they're sending me something, so I'm really looking forward to it because I'm a big fan of blackjack, but it's hard to go to the casino and play it because they always win, like you said. So it would be fun to do something like that.
Exactly. This is a great social. It could be a family game. You're hanging around with a bunch of your friends or buddies for a game night. Because again, it truly is like a more even playing field. But there are some tips that you'll pick up the more that you play it that will give you a little bit of an advantage. Like Spencer, for example, has an excellent poker face. So normally at
Oh,
21 bluff, it pains me to admit it, but he's probably better than me because he'll double on certain hands, and I can't really call his bluff because I don't really know when he's serious or not. So a little bit of a poker face helps, and there are some competitive tips that you'll pick up as you play.
Hold on, Jesse. Did you say I'm better than you?
Cass was recording it.
Is this
Never,
recording? Clip it, please.
yeah.
Please.
terrible.
It-
I should never have admitted it. Even though I did beat him when I saw him this past weekend, I beat him the entire weekend, so it was easy.
It was Thanksgiving.
so basically the game is a blackjack game. So how do you play the game? Is it played just like the blackjack game?
So yeah, you each player has their own deck. So I'll pull my two cards just like any casino pulls your two cards, right? And then it's kind of like the poker aspect where it's like check, bet, check, bet. So I go, then Jesse goes, and I go, then Jesse goes until we both stay. We both pull until someone busts or they stay until they get to 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
that that's actually fun. That sounds pretty good. I like that.
It's a really, really fun game. Like besides the fact that we created it, it really is a fun game. And I've got serious ADD. And for this game to keep my attention for hours at a time, it really does show like the true value of the game.
Oh wow, nice. And how did you guys wind up getting like a lot of players to play the game? Like you got the CFL and the NFL too. And how did that all come about to get like these pro guys like playing your game?
So lucky enough for us, Jesse's father is a really great sports agent in the sports world, in the NFL, and he kind of connected us with all these gyms that have all these players that were there in the summer for their training camps, and they allowed us to go, pitch it to them and show them how to play and play with them. So, on their downtime, instead of watching TV, they're playing with their friends or after film or in the locker room. And all of them picked up on it. All of them loved it. They still message us here and there saying like, thank you so much for the game. We really loved it. We're having a great time. And honestly, it was a really cool thing and experience to have that.
Okay, sweet. And how did you come up with the design of the game and the bonus details of the game?
Yeah, so we put a lot of time and effort into making sure that the game was presentable, right? We wanted it to be a game that we want it to be a really nice box. And I know you're going to get it soon, Rocco, but it's one that we want you to be able to put on your coffee table, and it's a talking piece, right, where people could see it. And it's like, I know it sounds cheesy and for us, our game, but it could be looked at as art, right? We want you to be able to put it on a bookshelf, coffee table, and it's presentable. So we linked up what kind of helped expedite this process because, again, we're not veterans of the gaming world. We linked up with a group called Playview Games, right? And they're based out of Montreal. And then they put us in touch with a design team out of San Diego. So when you get the deck, you'll see there's we wanted the cards to reflect the game, which is supposed to be fun and laughter and just enjoyment and all around it's a good experience. So you'll see there's, for example, like a Jack of diamonds will be smoking a cigar, or a king of spades will be with a golf club or drinking a beer. A queen will be taking a selfie with a martini glass. And you'll see it, it's one of those that I've played with friends before, and we played a couple times, and all of a sudden they'll pick up on the small details. They're like, "Oh wait, this is a font I've never seen before, and these are designs I've never seen before." We customized it to be a really fun game that you'll look at with your friends. You're like, "Oh wow, I didn't realize that last time." So I'm excited for you to get it and to experience it yourself because it's cool, and it's totally unique to 21 Bluff.
That is so awesome. Like I would love to see something like that, like the face cards holding a drink and stuff like that. That is so awesome. That's
Oh
clever.
yeah, just wait and you'll see each face card is unique. So you're gonna have a good time with these face cards. They're cool. You've never seen it before. I promise you that.
All right, okay. And from what I was reading, like this is the off-field game that the players love playing now. They like you were saying, the game is different. Like it's not your usual blackjack casino game. It's different. It's played different, and the cards are different.
Sure. So it kind of blends all of our favorite games, right? The spine of the game, you could say, is still traditional blackjack, but there's elements of poker. So where Spencer, for example, will get a lot of points off of me. Before we get to the part where you're playing heads up blackjack, there's the anteing round, right, where you raise the stakes. So Rocco, you could double on anything. So often Spencer will have a 13 or 14, and he'll say, "I'd like to double." And I'm like, I have no idea if he has an 11 or if he has a 10 or if he has crap. And oftentimes he has crap, and he gets me to fold because I'm not that confident. And then he'll flip over his cards, and he's like, "Oh, I got you again." So that's where the laughter comes in and the fun. But sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll finally call him. And then he'll double, let's say, on a 14. And then he'll pull a -2 card. Right. And then all of a sudden he'll be like, oh, and he'll try and keep the face going. And then he'll reveal laughter, which is where, like, again, you have to have a poker face in this game, but it plays out a lot like blackjack also. So it's a lot of the familiar aspects of games that you already know.
Oh my God, nice.
Yeah.
And is it in stores yet, or is it going to stores?
So right now it's on Amazon.com and .ca, Walmart.com and .ca, and it will be in big retail box stores in spring of 2025.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we're super excited for that because it's something cool to see, to bring this to life. Like anyone could really create something and then kind of just throw it online, but like to see like it actually be live in stores will be very, very cool, and a surreal moment for us.
I can't hear. Wait, can you hear me? I lost Spencer. Can you hear him?
No.
Okay. Like
Oh.
my phone went crazy for some reason. I don't know why.
You're back.
Yeah,
Rocco's
You're
back.
good now.
and like how long did it actually take the game to make? Like how long did it take to make the game?
Yeah, so the initial rules that we came up with, we had pretty much I would say 80 to 90% of the rules within that first 24 hours. Um, and then what happened is that was again August of 2023. Um, we chatted about it for a little bit. We went back and forth on power cards. Within 2 to 3 months, we had demo decks made. And Spencer and I, for hours each night, would sit on FaceTime and we would just run through cards and situations and different scenarios to see how it would play out and how we want the power cards to be. Um, very quickly, we linked up again with Playview, then got us in touch with the San Diego Design Company. We were back and forth with them to make sure that it was perfect for us, exactly what we wanted. And within a year or less than a year, we were already on Walmart.com and Walmart.ca, which was incredible. And looking back on it, it's really remarkable, and it's been a fun ride with Spencer so far.
Nice.
Flip that again. Flip that again.
Yeah. So far, I said so far.
He said so far. So as soon as you two log off of here, you're probably gonna be like, oh, all right, nah, I don't want to work with you anymore.
I'll block his number right now.
I spent enough time with Spencer this weekend. It's all right. Thank God he's back in Montreal now, but he's coming back in 2 weeks, so I'll get more time with him.
Nice. And if people want to buy the game, like how much does it cost? Like what do they have to spend on the game?
So online it's $24.97 just because of all the fees that all these websites have. But in store it will be $19.99, which is a very, very aggressive price.
Yeah, that's actually a really good price. Yeah.
Like you'll see, Rocco, when you get the box, it's not like one of those Monopoly boxes where you have to, after 3 days, 3 times you have to tape the box, pieces are falling. It's a really, really nice centerpiece. Like it's with a magnetic clip, hard box. People are going to value it and they're going to care about it, right? So
Yeah.
it's you'll see when you get it. You'll appreciate it.
Well, it definitely sounds like you both put a lot of thought in it. Like you do, like you were saying, you don't want the box to come like some of these other places that cheaply make the box and it breaks within a week. Like you want the fans, the buyers to actually like looking at the box. Like the boxes and the artwork is just as important as the game is.
Yeah.
Totally. And there are certain small features that, again, you would only pick up on, you would only really notice it if it was poor quality. For example, the cards that we use are casino quality, and you could feel the difference. It feels great, but maybe people just pick it up and be like, wow, feels good. But really, you appreciate it more when you compare it to something of far lesser quality, right? So all the materials that were used were top notch and the highest quality.
Wow. Okay.
And I think it'll come through when you receive it in person.
I know. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm a big blackjack fan, but don't like going to the casinos because I don't want to lose the money I work for. But like,
Sure.
I'm really looking forward to like playing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the beauty of this game, right? If you wanted to play small stakes, sometimes Spencer and I will play for $1 a point,
Yeah.
or you could or I play also with when I see my mom, I'll play with my mom, and we'll play for $0 a point. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And do you guys also like? I heard like you would do like hosting nights too, like you would host like different parties with the games.
I mean, I definitely have friends every Sunday that come over, or my cousins, and we play numerous games. I mean, for the longest time, we've been playing Catan. You know Catan?
Yes.
So we're obsessed with the game Catan, but ever since 21 Bluff came into the household, all they want to do is play that because there's so much more animosity and so much more screaming and laughing and yelling and fighting, and it's just so they love it, and so that's what we've been playing all the time now. Like without even pushing it on them or anything, it's just let's play 21 Bluff. You want to play 21 Bluff? We play 21 Bluff. It's like, yeah, we could.
You're like, yeah, okay, fine.
Not gonna say no.
And sometimes if there's a lot of people, I'll FaceTime in for Spencer's parties, and I'll say, all right, let me play virtually with you guys. Because you can play, again, if I'm on FaceTime, I have my own deck. So everyone has the exact same deck of cards. I don't need to be physically there. So I've joined some of his game nights.
Nice.
Yeah.
And like this definitely does sound like a fun game. Like and for anyone, of course, who's over the age of 21, like they could use it as like a drinking game too, right?
Or 18 if you're in Canada.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I want to use it for. I mean, of course, I am over the age of 18 years old, so so I think I would like to try this out with like friends and do like a little like drinking game, make it fun, you know.
Yeah, you can definitely play with, like Jesse and I when we were in Florida just this past week. Instead of playing for $1 a point or for any money, we'd be like, okay, loser of this game has to shotgun a beer or take a shot or kind of things like that, and it was fun. It was really fun as a drinking game as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I always ask my guests this. This has nothing to do with the game, but I'm a big horror movie fan, so I always ask guests, are there any horror films that you both like to watch?
Horror films. I'm
Okay.
scared of that.
So
I'm a comedy kind of guy.
Here's my take on that. I like the old school comedies like Borat, Austin Powers. I want to leave smiling and laughing. However, there is one horror movie from my childhood that I think was just great, The Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah,
That's one. It's an old one. It was from late 90s, early 2000s, and that's maybe I like it because it's the only one I've been like tough enough to actually like watch the entire one. Aside from that, yeah, I'd much rather sit down for some Austin Powers.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely not a horror kind of guy here.
Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite horror movie?
Like I have so many. Mainly, I think like the horror villain that I like most is Chucky, the killer doll. Like I always took a liking to him.
Yeah, not for me.
Not for me either.
I'll stick to Borat. Thank you, there, Rocco.
Okay.
I'll watch Elf during Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. And say you're playing the game and you decide you want to do karaoke with the game. What would be your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, hands down, Sublime Santeria.
Yeah,
No questions asked.
that's Benny's. Oh,
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got 100%. No questions asked.
I've seen him do it a few times before, also, Rocco. The last time I did karaoke was years ago, but I did Salt and Pepper, Push It.
I can't.
That was the
Yes.
Okay. Push It, good. It was good.
There you go. I like that.
And what about you?
Me, I'm a big wrestling fan too, and this wrestler Chris Jericho has a rock band, and the rock band's name is Fozzy, and they do a song called Judas, and that's always my song. Like I love that song.
All right, let's hear it.
Judas in my mind.
All right. We get the band back together. Let's do it.
The three of us are tone deaf. This is bad. This was bad.
I always think I sound good, but I really don't.
Yeah. You got moves though. I've seen you dance to Santeria. Not
My
bad.
hips don't lie.
As long as you put on a good show, it don't matter how your voice sounds. Like
Totally.
there's plenty of bands that I've seen that were out like years ago, and the like singers don't sound anything like they did, but their stage presence is good, and they make the show fun, even though they don't sound too good anymore, but they make the show fun.
That's what's important, I think.
Exactly. And I guess the last question I'll ask you guys is, where can fans follow you both and also follow the game?
So we are on Instagram at 21 Bluff, Twitter at 21 Bluff, Facebook at 21 Bluff, YouTube at 21 Bluff,
TikTok?
www.21bluff.com. Pretty
TikTok
simple.
Is 21 Bluff. You go to Amazon.com, you type in 21 Bluff, same thing. So you can find us anywhere. 21 Bluff. That's it.
It's easy and simple. I like it.
Perfect.
Well, guys, thank you so much for taking time and doing this. Sorry about the other day. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with Microsoft Teams, and I did not know how to download it. I'll be honest.
No, you're all right. Neither did Jesse. It's fine.
No worries. I was in the same boat as you, Rocco. 5 minutes before, I'm like, yo, Spend, help me out here. I have no idea how to download this.
He was panicking.
Yeah, I'm a Zoom FaceTime guy, so I had no idea. Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for doing this. Have
anytime. And anytime you want to do a little karaoke, you hit us up. We'll sing a song.
Oh my God, definitely. Like we'll do like a karaoke game night.
Absolutely.
And also, I'm curious, Rocco, when you get the 21 Bluff sent to you, give us a call or shoot us a text. I just want to know what you think about it and get your feedback. And if you have any questions about the game, we're both accessible anytime.
Oh, definitely, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I have no idea how